Well, hey everyone, Bill with fishingwithohdad here, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the video I'm going to make and where I got the idea from. Came from a couple of sources, and the first one was when I was editing a video that I posted here a few weeks back from a video I shot last August, right before my accident. And it was where I met a young man who was out fishing for the very first time, and he had bought a rod and reel from Walmart. The rod and reel didn't come as a combo pack, and so you can see in the video, and I'll leave a description in the link down below, how I helped him out. What he had was a spinning reel on a casting rod. It didn't work very well. He wasn't getting any kind of distance with his cast, so I helped him out, told him what was going on, and so watch that video and you can see how it all played out. But I want to, and then the next place I got the inspiration from was a good friend of mine from church, and he suggested it. So I thought, between the two, I guess the Lord's trying to tell me something, and because I never thought about it. When I started fishing when I was a boy, my dad knew all the ins and outs, and so he taught me, and I passed it along to my sons. But there's a lot of people out there, especially from 2020, that got into fishing for the very first time. And I'm sure it's a daunting sight when you go to Walmart or Bass Pro or some tackle shop, and you just see a multitude of rod and reels, and it's like it's got to be overwhelming. It's overwhelming to me that all that stuff's out there, and I know a lot about it. I don't know everything. I know a lot, but so I want to show you two basic rods and reels to get when you're a beginner. When you are starting out for the very first time, or maybe the second or third time, and you want to get your own rod and reel, and you want to know, what in the world do I get? Well, there's two basics. These are the simplest rods and reels to use. You can get them in all price ranges, and please, when you're starting out, you do not need to get $100, $300, $400 setup. You don't need to do it. I started off, and I'm going to show you the rod and reel I started out with, and you can see that also. I'll leave a description and the link down below to that video where I use it. It's my Boyhood rod and reel. Thing still works. I've caught thousands of fish on it. When you're starting out, there's really no need to spend a lot of money. Especially today with the economy the way it is, a lot of people getting hurt from all the stupid doings from last year. Won't go into that. But let me show you. The first one that I would start out with is called a spin cast reel and casting rod. You can get them already paired up at any tackle shop. And I'm going to show you some photos that I took at Walmart, and you can see the prices, you can see what they are. So when you go into a Walmart, hey, there's what that guy showed me, I'll get it. And you can start from $14 to about $40, $45. Good price range to start out with. One thing I want to say here too, I'm not going to go into detail about line. I'm not going to go into any details about lures or anything like that, any kind of techniques. This is just what rod and reel to buy, and many of them already come with line already on the reel. So all you got to do is thread it through the eyes and put whatever you're going to use on the end of it, and away you go. You're ready to fish. Some of them even come with small little tackle boxes that have a lot of stuff in it, and probably instructions and all that kind of stuff. and we can do a future video on, lures, hooks, and all that kind of stuff. But let me show you. This is an old style spin cast reel right there. It's a Zebco, and it is a Zebco 202. This thing is ancient, goes back to the mid-60s or probably even earlier. The rod, too, is a Sears fiberglass rod. The ones you're going to get now are either fiberglass or graphite, something like that. It's super simple. Casting, you can see where the thumb thing is at, right, or the finger place is here where you place your finger. It is a combination of a spinning rod or spinning reel and a casting reel. The man that invented it way back in the 40s, it was revolutionized the fishing industry. You press the button here to release the line, and you cast and let go. Very simple, very pain-free, not a lot. I can't remember hardly any time where I got line tangled inside the reel. It just hardly ever happens. Very simple. This is one of the cheapest deals out there and one of the best, one of the least frustrating. You are guaranteed, if you're on a good day in the right place, you're going to catch fish. A child can use this. I was a child when I got this. So, yes, it's ideal. They're a little redesigned now. They look a little bit different, but the basics, the internals are almost probably exactly the same. Anyway, easy to use. And they come paired up already like this. So this is what I'd start out with. The next rod and reel combo I want to show you is a spinning rod and reel. That's this right here. It is half of what this reel is, basically half of what this one is. It's the spinning part. The line spins out from the reel and goes through the eyes. This can sometimes be a little bothersome depending on wind, depending on how old the line is. It's on the reel. It can get a kind of a bird's nest here, but it is pretty simple to use too. You can get combos like this at Walmart and other shops. So these are the two that I would start out with. And let me show you, on here, there is no finger thing. It is here. It's already built into the reel. It's not on the rod. That's how you can identify a casting rod and a spinning rod. There is no thumb thing like this one here on the spinning rod. It's built into the reel. So, another way you can identify a spinning rod is the size of this eye right here. The very first eye is very big. Now, compare that to the first eye here. It is very, very small. I can't get my finger through it. This one, I can get my finger through it. Hopefully I didn't get it stuck. So that's how you can identify casting rods and spinning rods. So there you have it. So go to your Walmart, go to Bass Pro, go to Cabela's, go to the multitude of other places that are out there, and buy something cheap. There's Shakespeare, South Bend, are just some of the cheaper ones. Zebco. There's some of the cheaper brands out there. Cabela's and Bass Pro will have their own line. They'll sell these too. They'll have their own line, and they'll have a cheap line too. Just because you don't spend $300 on a line or a rod and reel doesn't mean you're not going to catch fish. I have probably caught more fish with this rod and reel setup than anything I've ever used since. And I got it out, did that video with it, and you can see the results. I caught fish with it. So, and I have some more expensive ones. Nothing too terribly expensive. It's not necessary. So anyway, I hope this helps. I hope you can use the information, and I hope you can get out on the water, do some fishing, take your boys out there, your daughters, take a friend, take your dad, take your wife, take your girlfriend. Get out and go fishing, because it is a lot of fun, and it's a good place to be. Out in the clean air, sunshine, that keeps us healthy. Healthy in body, healthy in mind. So anyway, I thank you for watching, and you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and share. And Lord willing, I'll see you all out on the water.